So one of my New Year's resolutions this year was to learn to memorize verses, because I do not know any verses from the top of my head, to be honest, apart from John 3:16, which like everyone knows. So I decided to take to the internet and find the best ways to memorize verses. I came across 3 methods that I thought could help me. The first one was to use sticky notes as kind of like visual reminders around you so you can memorize a verse that way. The second one was to read it every night before I go to bed, kind of just like sleep on it. Third one was to write it a load of times every single day, and that was very tiring to say the least. Basically how this worked was that I used one method for 3 days, and on the 3rd day I tried to memorize it, and it was so hard, you guys. Okay, let's just get straight into the video. So the first one I tried was the sticky notes one. Basically I wrote the verses down and then I stuck them up like on the wall at my desk. Psalm 1 for the first one. So now I'm just going to start writing in these sticky notes. Quick change of plan. I realized how long these actually were, and so I just decided that it'll probably be better if I just do these first 3 verses, since they're kind of long and I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to learn this entire chapter in just 3 days. So today is day 2 of this challenge, and I did spend kind of a lot of time on my desk this morning, so I had time to like memorize these. One thing I did not like about that method, you had to actually like make an effort to sit down and memorize it. You can't just leave it there and just expect it to go into your brain like I did. But I kind of enjoyed making it pretty and everything and just kind of sticking it up on my wall. I think I did that. I'm not quite sure. It wasn't perfect because I made quite like a few mistakes. I did kind of get like the basics of that. And that is the end of day 3 and the first method, and I'll be with you back for tomorrow for the second method that we're going to be trying to do. In terms of effort, from a scale of 1 to 5, I would give it a 3 because it did require kind of a lot of effort to sit down and memorize it, and also writing it down and everything. And in terms of effectiveness, I would give it a 3 as well, because you have to actually take time to memorize it. The second one I tried was to read it before I went to bed and then sleep, and this one was so helpful. I didn't really expect it to work because I was like, how is this meant to help me? But I don't really know the science behind it, and then when I woke up, that was like the first thing that came up on my mind. It was so weird, but I really like doing this method. I decided to just do like the last 3 verses of it, and I'm gonna write them on these index cards and then just put them onto my pillow so I can read them before I go to bed.
I'll be straight up honest with you and I won't lie. There's a lot of things.
I've written the verses on the index cards, and I decided to split them up like so it's not all just like mushed together, so it's easier to memorize. So today is day 2. I forgot to film this morning, but basically I woke up this morning kind of memorizing the verses. It was kind of weird, so I felt like this method really helped, and I'm going to memorize it today just before I go to bed. I'm about to go to bed right now, and I'm going to read it and just like go through it and just hope that tomorrow the same thing will happen so that I'll know the verses for the 3rd day. And yeah, so I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Hey guys, today is day 3, and obviously I've only done 2 nights of this, and this is my 3rd night, so I'm going to memorize it tomorrow morning. And yeah, so far I feel like it's going really well, but yeah, I've already kind of memorized this a bit, so I'm not that worried as I was with like the other one. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning. That was actually really good. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I think that this method worked really well, and I think I'll try it. I think I'll use it again because it doesn't really require that much effort anyway. So I really recommend this method, and today I'm going to try the next method, which I'm not excited for because it's going to take me forever. But yeah, I'll see you in the evening when I come back to do the writing method. In terms of effort, I would rate it literally a 1 because you don't even have to do that much apart from read it before you go to bed, and that doesn't really require much effort. In terms of effectiveness, I'll give it a 5 because it was so helpful, and I really loved doing this method. The 3rd method was to write it loads and loads of times, and this was so hard, you guys. I didn't have any motivation to come upstairs and just write it down so many times, so eventually I did it for 1 day and I just kind of gave up, and I was like, I'm not gonna put myself through this, I'm not gonna put you guys through this as well. So I decided to look on Pinterest and find some other ways to memorize the verses. So I've seen this method on Pinterest kind of a lot, so I felt like it'll probably be helpful, so I'm just going to try doing this, and then see what happens for the next 3 days. I'm gonna start tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow for day 1 of this method. Welcome to day 1. So for this next method, I decided to just go away from the Psalms for a while, and I have gone into Hosea 14, and I'll be doing verses 1 to 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this method here and see how it goes. So yeah. Okay, so today is day 2 and I haven't opened my Bible yet at all, and I just want to say that I don't remember anything from yesterday. My memory is so bad. I do not remember anything. I was about to open it up and refresh myself by what I read and then use this same method again. So practically the same thing as I did yesterday. I'm just going to keep on doing that, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3 when I recite it and hopefully I can memorize it. I did it the first day and it didn't really help me that much. I don't know whether it's because I didn't do it a lot, but I basically couldn't memorize the verse. I don't have any footage of me memorizing it because it was so horrible. In terms of effort, I'll rate it a 2 because it didn't really require that much effort apart from you to actually like sit down and do it. And in terms of effectiveness, I'll rate it a 1 because I could not memorize the verse whatsoever. It was so horrible. Yeah, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and you be more motivated to memorize more verses as well. And other methods that you could try was maybe try making it into a song, because usually with songs I can always like memorize stuff better with songs. Maybe you can try doing that. Maybe you can try like listening to an audio Bible and like listening to it over and over again. That could help. Comment down below any other methods that you may have so that I can read them and try them myself as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. God bless and goodbye.
Odds may bring our way. I can see the blessings coming our way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way.